Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today's topic is fetal period. Today's topic is fetal period. I hope you all are studying with us because you have to study to pass your exams. So the period from the beginning of the ninth week to birth is known as the fetal period. Fetal period from ninth week to birth. From ninth week to birth. Third to eighth week was the embryonic period. As you know, third to eighth week is the embryonic period. 1 to 3 pre-embryonic, third to eighth embryonic, ninth week to birth is known as the fetal period. So, what events will occur within the main events we will discuss today? It is characterized by the maturation of tissues and organs, rapid growth of the body. So 2 points: maturation of tissues and organs, as already tissues and organs are formed, so maturation, and then after maturation there will be the rapid growth of the body. The length of the fetus is usually indicated as the crown rump length. Crown means head part, rump means buttocks. So sitting height is known as the crown rump length. Here you can see this is the head part and these are the birds from here to here. This is known as the crown rump length. The crown heel length, crown head part, and heel is the heel of the foot. The measurement from the vertex of the skull to the heel, that is standing height. Sitting height is the crown rump length, standing height is the crown heel length. Here you can see from vertex of the head, vertex of the skull to the heel of the foot. So this is crown heel length. This is crown rump length from vertex to the birds. That is crown rump length, sitting crown heel length. Understand? Growth in length is particularly striking during the third, fourth, fifth month. You have to memorize it. Third, fourth, and fifth month. Growth in length. We were talking about the length of the fetus, and this is striking during the third, fourth, and fifth month, while an increase in weight is most striking during the last 2 months of gestation. So growth in third, fourth, and fifth month, while increase in weight is striking during the last 2 months of gestation. Here you can see some events that which are occurring during the fetal period, there by the crown rump length and weight. What is the importance to calculate to know the crown rump length and weight? We can calculate the age in weeks or in months, but here we have calculated age in weeks of the fetus. If the crown rump length, which is in centimeter, it is 5 to 8 centimeter, the age is approximately 9 to 12. If the weight is 10 to 45 in grams, then age is 9 to 12. Or you can say 35 to 36 centimeter crown rump length is tells us that the age is 37 to 8 weeks, and 3000 to 3400 gram weight tells us that age is approximately 38 weeks. In general, the length of pregnancy is considered to be 280 days or 40 weeks after the onset of the last normal menstrual period. Or more accurately, you can say 266 days or 38 weeks after fertilization. So 38 weeks after fertilization, the length of pregnancy, or 280 days or 40 weeks after the last normal menstrual period. Number two, here the point is the age is calculated from the time of fertilization and is expressed in weeks or calendar months. Age is calculated from the time of fertilization and is expressed in weeks or calendar months. Now we have a look on the monthly changes in the fetus. One of the most striking changes taking place during fetal life is the relative slowdown in growth of the head compared with the rest of the body. First, there was the development of the head, and there was only the growth of the head in comparison to the other parts of the body. But later on, it will be slowed down in growth of the head compared with the rest of the body. At the beginning of the third month, the head constitutes approximately half of the coronal length. So half is the head and half is the coronal length. By the beginning of the fifth month, the size of the head is about 1/3 of the crown heel length. Here you can see coronal length. Here is the crown heel length. 1/3 of the crown heel length. At birth, it is approximately 1/4 of the crown heel length. Hence, over time, growth of the body accelerates, but that of the head slows down. Here in this diagram, you can see that this is the head and its circumference is half of the rest of the body, crown rump length. So head is half. As you can see, third month the head constitutes approximately half of the crown rump length. Here you can see fifth month. At the time of the fifth month, head is about 1/3 of the crown heel length. And at birth, head is 1/4 of the crown heel length. So half at third month, 1/3 fifth month, and at birth it is 1/4. So relatively slow down in the growth of the head compared with the rest of the body. I think you have understood this. During the third month, the face becomes more human looking. First, we see the changes in the weight, we see the changes here in the fetal period, length, then see the changes in the relative growth of the head in comparison with the rest of the body. Now, the face becomes more human looking during third month. The eyes initially, which were directed laterally, move to the ventral aspect of the approximately half of the rump length. Okay, eyes now they are going to ventral aspect. Face and the ears come to lie close to their definitive position at the sides of the head. The limbs reach their relative length in comparison with the rest of the body. The limbs reach their relative length in comparison with the rest of the body, although the lower limbs are still a little shorter and less well developed than the upper extremities. So, limbs approximately both limbs reach their relative length in comparison with their rest of the body. So these are the changes which are occurring during the third month of the development. Primary ossification centers are also present in the long bones and skull by the 12th week. Also by the 12th week, external genitalia develop to such a degree that the sex of fetus can be determined by the external examination. During the 6th week, intestinal lobes cause a large swelling in the umbilical cord. Intestinal lobes are extruding outside. So this is called herniation in the umbilical cord, as intestinal lobes come from the abdominal cavity to the umbilical cord. So this is called herniation, and these events occur in the 6th week, as abdominal cavity is too small to adjust the growth of the intestinal lobes. So intestinal lobes come out from the abdomen towards the umbilical cord, and this is called physiological herniation at the age of 6th week of development. But by the 12th week, 6th week herniation starts, 12th week the lobes withdraw into the abdominal cavity. So this event is occurring from the 6th to 12th week, that herniation occurs, and then after that, at the 12th week, the lobes withdraw into the abdominal cavity. At the end of the third month, reflex activity can be evoked in aborted fetuses, indicating muscular activity. During the fourth and fifth months, the fetuses lengthens rapidly, and at the end of the first half of intrauterine life, its chromogram length is approximately 15 centimeter. Fourth and fifth months, what occurs? The fetus lengthens rapidly, and length is about chromogram length is approximately 15 centimeter. That is about half the total length of the newborn. When we will have the newborn, then at the age of the fifth month, length is approximately 15 centimeter, which is half of the total of the length of the newborn. Then point is about the weight of the fetus increases little during this period, and by the end of the fifth month is still less than 500 grams. As in first slide we have read that length will increase first and weight will be increased in the last trimester of pregnancy. The fetus is covered with hairs which are very fine. These fine hairs are called lenigo hair. You have to memorize this. It is very important. The fetus is covered with hairs which are very fine, and these fine hairs are called lenigo hairs. Eyebrows and head hair are also visible. The lenigo hair are of the body hairs. The fetus is fully covered with fine hairs, that is called lenigo hair. And second point is that eyebrows and head hair are also visible during this period. During the fifth month, movements of fetus can be felt by the mother. So this is all about the fourth and fifth month changes in the fetus. During the second half of intrauterine life, now coming is the weight. After the length, there will be the weight. Weight increases considerably, particularly during the last 2.5 months, when 50% of the full term weight is added. Okay, weight increases in the last trimester of pregnancy. During the sixth month, the skin of the fetus is reddish and has a wrinkled appearance because of the lack of underlying connective tissue. We have no connective tissue, so it is wrinkled. Sixth month. During 6 months, there will be no coordination between the respiratory system and central nervous system. So, at this stage, if fetus is born, it can't survive. By 6.5 to 7 months, the fetus has a length of about 25 centimeter, weighs about 1100 grams. If born at this time, the infant has a 90% chance of surviving because of the coordination of the respiratory system and central nervous system. And we can read it again. A fetus born early in the 6th month has great difficulty surviving, although several organ systems are able to function. The respiratory system and central nervous system have not differentiated sufficiently, and coordination between the two systems is not yet well established. So, at this stage, if the fetus born, it will not survive. But by 6.5 to 7 months, if it born, then it can survive due to the coordination of the respiratory and the central nervous system. But at the age of the 6 months, it is not sufficiently differentiated and there is no coordination between the respiratory and central nervous system. During the last 2 months, the fetus obtains well-rounded contours as the result of deposition of subcutaneous fat. So if we are in this shape, this is due to the subcutaneous fat. By the end of the intrauterine life, the skin is covered by whitish fatty substance composed of secretory products from sebaceous gland. This is known as the vernix caseosa. Vernix caseosa is the secretion of the sebaceous glands. It will cover the skin of the fetus, and this is white in color and it is fatty in nature. So, fetus is covered with the vernix caseosa, which is the secretion of the sebaceous gland, and it is white in color and fatty in nature. At the end of the 9th month, the skull has the largest circumference of all parts of the body, an important fact with regard to its passage through the birth canal. At the time of birth, we can tell you the weight is 3000 to 3400 grams. Coronal length is about 36 centimeter. Coronal length is about 50 centimeter, and sexual characteristics are pronounced and the testes should be in the scrotum. This is all about the main events occurring in the fetus. And the roll number which will make the assignment of this lecture will be 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.